is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about your best strategy when looking at the trophy case in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Now, before I dive into it, guys, I want to say there's many different strategies you guys are going to want to look at, but it really depends on what specifically fits you and your goals in MyTEAM. Now, before we dive any further into this video, if you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button as we're on the road towards 110,000 subscribers. So here's the deal, okay? If you're new to the trophy case, there's so many different ways you can get trophies, whether it is by grinding agendas like these, whether it is, playing domination, in which you get a ton of trophy packs in there as well. There's just plenty of ways to get trophies in general. Now, the troublesome part is when it comes to the exchange, in which you guys got a choice, or when it comes to getting a centerpiece, what should you do with it? Should you go east or west? Should you go for the best pink diamonds, or should you go for the best galaxy opals? What should be your guys' purpose? Now, I'm going to start this video by saying, if you're no money spent right now in MyTEAM, I'm going to tell you guys, still to this day, to go for the best point guard. So, whether you want Derrick Rose, whether you guys want a guy like Russell Westbrook, I mean, here's what to think about. When we're talking about the best point guards, here's what you need to think about, okay? At the end of Derrick Rose, if you lock in for him, you're looking at the Central Division, in which you get a very solid center in Jermaine O'Neal and then Jimmy Butler, okay? Now, if you decide to go for Russell Westbrook, here's what you're looking at. You get Russell Westbrook, and then the next best in this set, in my opinion, is Gordon Hayward, who is, a very, very good small forward. And then at the end of it, you get Clyde Drexler. Now, you can't go wrong either way. Do I think Russell Westbrook and Gordon Hayward is a decent duo, or is a guy like Derrick Rose and Jermaine O'Neal a better duo? That's really what you're gonna have to break down. For me, I went with Derrick Rose, and I don't regret it at all. I think Derrick Rose is really solid in MyTEAM, and I love Jermaine O'Neal. So that's just something you guys want to think about. Now, that's just if you're no money spent and want a point guard, right? Because if you aren't no money spent, or let's say you even have Amy, Steph, and you've got, the point guard position figured out, then what I would look at is, okay, if you need a big guy, your options, in my opinion, for the best big guys right now this is my opinion, are Kevin McHale, Alonzo Mourning, and Jermaine O'Neal. Those are your best big men in MyTEAM right now at the current moment. Okay, if you need a center, those are your best big men. Again, here's what you got to look at. Okay, if you go for Kevin McHale, okay, and then you're gonna lock in for Patrick Ewing, you don't have to necessarily go for the Galaxy Opals right away. You can skip around getting the best pink diamonds. I'm just saying, if you're trying to get the Galaxy Opals, but you want a big man first, and you think Kevin McHale is the best, just know at the end of it, Patrick Ewing's okay, not the best. You go for Jermaine O'Neal, you can get Jimmy Butler. Alonzo Mourning leads to Gilbert Arenas. So again, I go back to the Central Division, like, okay, if you want a big man, I'd go Jermaine O'Neal and Derrick Rose. So me, and my Road to 250K account, I'm glad I did the Central Division. Because Derrick Rose, in my opinion, is a top 3 point guard in MyTEAM. Jermaine O'Neal is a top 2 center in MyTEAM. And so I'm happy with where I am at. Now, if you want the best overall trophy case player in MyTEAM, here's who you're looking at 100%. I don't think there's much argument when you're talking about the best player in the trophy case being James Worthy. Now, the problem with that lies with, okay, James Worthy is really good, but let's check out the small forward position. You got Scottie Pippen, you got Kawhi Leonard, you got Jason Tatum. You got so many good small forwards. Even Chris Middleton can fit that bill, and which I think it's tough to make a case for James Worthy. Now, I'm not saying James Worthy is bad. I firmly believe he is the best overall player in the trophy case. The problem with James Worthy, in my opinion, is that, he plays that small forward position. Now, if I was to do this whole trophy case over, I might go for James Worthy. I might. That might be who I go for first. But it's not strictly because of James Worthy. It's because of this guy right here. Okay? Anthony Davis. This would be the sole reason I'm going for James Worthy. Now, Why? Well, it's because I think AD is going to be attainable by first clause. I think he is by far and away the best Galaxy Opal. When you look at them all, I'd probably go AD number 1, and then maybe Jimmy 2, Clyde 3, Ewing 4, I don't know, Gilbert 5. I don't know how I'd rank them all for sure. But I'm saying AD's the best Galaxy Opal. Now, the problem with this James Worthy mindset that people are going for first in the Pacific Division, okay? James Worthy 100% plays. Elton Brand, I know Elton Brand, some people hype him up. He's mid. Steve Nash, not great. Jordan Poole, not good. Peja is mid. And so with the Pacific Division, you get one, I would say, really good player. The rest of them for trophy case rewards, I would say, are below average. And then at the end of it, you get AD. Whereas if you get Jimmy Butler, okay, you get Jermaine O'Neal, really solid. Derrick Rose, absolutely solid. Even Richard Hamilton is a top 5 shooting guard right now on my team. People love Big Z. So 4 out of 5 are good. And so that's kind of what I would look at if I'm you guys. In this one, you get Russ, who's a top point guard. Arvydas Sabonis, a really good center. Dikembe, a solid center. Gordon Hayward, a solid small forward. Wally Szczerbiak is not useless. So that's kind of what I would look at. Is it's like, sure, you could go for AD, but you're really only getting, I would say, 2, really good players in James Worthy, AD. So that's just kind of how to approach it. So long story short, guys, what do I recommend? Well, if you play the game a ton, if you're going to get all 5 centerpieces this season, go for Anthony Davis, okay? If you are going to complete every game mode, if you're going to get 250 triple threat offline wins, 100 clutch time online offline wins, completing my team unlimited, and then 100 in triple threat online, go for the Pacific Division, go for Anthony Davis. If you're going to get 2 or 3 centerpieces, go for what I did right here in the Chicago Bulls. Do what I'm doing on my no money spent, going for Derrick Rose. Now, I would say going for Derrick Rose and Jermaine O'Neal if you're going to get 2 or more, okay? If you're only going to get 1, get whoever you want. Okay. Now, when I say whoever you want, get who's going to help your squad out. So if that's Derrick Rose, then get Derrick Rose. If that's Russell Westbrook, get him. If that's Jermaine O'Neal, I'm fine with it. If that's James Worthy, that's cool too. Get whoever can help you out if you're only going to get 1 centerpiece. Now, do I think the point guard position is the most important thing to solve right now in my team? Absolutely, and I don't think it's close. So I'd say Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook is where I'd lean first. And I'd go Derrick Rose just because you're in that same division, and then you can just go and get Jermaine O'Neal next. So that's kind of what I would recommend as far as the trophy case is concerned. I kind of messed up, guys, because I went outside of the Central Division a little bit because I wanted Richard Jefferson, and now I'm kind of regretting that. So that's one thing I would recommend is that you do try to at least stay in the same division. Just because, let's say you get 3 centerpieces this season. Next season, you get a couple. You're going to probably want that Galaxy Opal Jimmy Butler AD instead of getting another pink diamond that is useless at that specific time. So that's kind of the way I approach things. There's not really a wrong way to do the trophy case. The wrong way to do it is by getting the 76ers one done. Because some people are just going in order, and that's the wrong way to do it. You don't just want to do the 76ers first, the Bucks second, the Bulls third. That is a complete wrong way to do it. But outside of Derrick Rose, the guy I've seen the second most of is Allen Iverson. And I get some people might like Allen Iverson, but I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh, well, Allen Iverson's the first trophy case. Let's get him done first. Don't do that, guys. Skip around, do what you guys need to do. Try to stay in that same division. But honestly, there's no right or wrong way to do it. I can give my advice all I want. But at the end of the day, guys, if you're a big, let's say you're a big Andrea Bargnani fan. He's one of the worst trophy case players, but at the end of the day, if he's your favorite player to ever play, or even Jeremy Lin for Lin Sanity, just get who you're gonna have fun playing the game with. I'm going from a strategic standpoint, from who's gonna help you win the most games, who's gonna help you guys have the most fun. But if you're a massive fan of one of these players, then just ultimately do what you guys have to do, right? At the ultimate day, the game's all about having fun. So as long as you're having fun with a certain player, I can't say, you shouldn't be doing this or that. Just have fun with the game, and that is where I will leave you guys off at. Do I regret going in the Central Division? No. Do I wish I had a chance to get AD very soon? Yes. So that's kind of where I'm at. I like the Central Division. I feel like it's the deepest, but at the end of the day, that Galaxy Opal AD is going to be next level good. That's going to wrap it up for our video today, guys. If you want to, learn more about, how do I complete a certain trophy case, that type of stuff, or what are these in correlation of, then you can watch another one of my videos. Just kind of a brief moment. These go basically in order. So historic pennant, elite franchise. Then they basically go in order for across the top. So you're gonna see historic pennant and then elite franchise. They just basically go in order. So just kind of something to think about when you're locking stuff in the exchange. But that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.